Good morning, dear students. Today we will study Chapter 11, Coal and Petroleum. In this chapter, we will study about coal, petroleum and natural gas. These all are fossil fuels. We will study why these are called fossil fuels and how these fossil fuels were formed, what are their uses, what are the useful products that are obtained from coal and petroleum. We will discuss all these things in detail in this chapter one by one. So let's quickly start. First is, what are natural resources? As clear from the name, natural resources means the resources which are available in nature, which are found in nature and which are useful to humankind. They are known as natural resources. For example, sunlight, air, water, coal, petroleum, etc. These natural resources, they have been classified into two categories: exhaustible natural resources, and second is inexhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources means the natural resources which are available in limited quantity and they will be exhausted, means they will be used up completely. For example, coal, petroleum, natural gas and minerals, etc. Now coming to inexhaustible natural resources. Inexhaustible natural resources means the resources which are available in unlimited quantity and they will not be used up completely. For example, sunlight, air, water. So these are available in unlimited quantity and they are not going to be used up completely. They are not going to be exhausted. So this was all about the introduction of exhaustible and inexhaustible natural resources. Here we will be discussing about the exhaustible natural resources examples, coal, petroleum and natural gas in detail in this chapter. We need to conserve natural resources. Why? What's the reason? Because these natural resources like exhaustible natural resources, if we talk about the exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum, these, as I told, these are available in the limited quantity. And when I will be explaining the formation, then you will get to know that the formation of these resources, it is very, very slow. So once if they are exhausted, then they will not be available in the near future. So we need to conserve them. And we know that like coal, petroleum, coal and the petroleum and the various products that are obtained from the petroleum, when they are used up, so that results into pollution like petrol, diesel. These are used in the vehicles, which produces the pollution. So because of which we know that leads to pollution and greenhouse effect, which ultimately leads to global warming. Okay, so as to protect our environment, we need to use this exhaustible natural resources very wisely and to save them and to keep them safe for the upcoming generations. We need to conserve them, we need to use them wisely. Now coming to the formation of coal. But before that, I would like to add here like coal, petroleum and natural gas. They are known as fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Fossils, they are the fossils means the substances that are obtained from the remains of living organisms that got buried under the surface of earth millions of years ago. And what is the meaning of the fuels? Fuels means any combustible substance which on burning produces a large amount of heat and light. So this is the meaning of the fossil fuels. So that's why coal, petroleum and natural gas, these are known as fossil fuels. When we will be discussing the formation, then it will be more clear. So first of all, we are starting with the formation of coal. How coal was formed? Coal was formed due to the decomposition of large plants and trees that got buried under the surface of earth millions of years ago. So what happened in the past? In the past, millions of years ago, there were the dense forests present in the low-lying wet areas. So due to the natural processes like earthquake, volcanoes, floods, these forests, they got buried under the surface of earth. And so what happened due to the natural processes, as I told, like earthquake, volcanoes and the floods, these large forests, they got buried under the surface of earth. And as more soil keep on depositing over these forests, or we can say these plants and trees, so they were compressed. And as they keep on going, they keep on sinking deeper so the temperature increased. They went deeper inside the earth, and inside the earth deeper the temperature is high. So due to the high temperature and pressure inside the earth's surface, and due to the action of bacteria in the absence of air, the wood of these plants got converted into coal. So that's how the coal was formed, due to the decomposition of these large plants and trees that got buried under the surface of earth millions of years ago. So like this, coal was formed. So I hope the formation of coal, this is clear. So that's why coal, because it has formed from the remains of the dead plants. So that's why it is known as a fossil fuel. So after understanding how coal was formed, now let's discuss about the uses of coal. Coal is a very good source of heat energy. When it is burnt, coal basically, if we talk about coal is a dark black combustible material. Combustible material means the substance which burns readily. It is a dark black combustible substance which on burning gives heat. So it is a good source of heat energy, and it mainly consists of carbon. So now let's discuss about the uses of coal. As I told, it is a very good source of heat energy. Because coal, it mainly consists of carbon. So when coal, it is burnt in the presence of air, so it mainly produces carbon dioxide and produces a lot of heat energy. And coal is also, we are well aware that coal is used in the thermal power plants for producing electricity. And there are three useful products that are obtained from coal, that are coke, coal tar and coal gas. These are the useful products that are obtained from the coal. We will discuss about these products in detail, how these are obtained. These are very useful products. We will discuss about these uses after some time. Okay, so coal is very good source of heat energy. I told in the thermal power plants also it is used for the generating electricity, and the various types of useful products are also obtained from the coal. After some time, we'll be discussing these in detail. So now let's move on to the varieties of coal. You can see in your book on page number B13, varieties of coal has been given. One table has been given in which the varieties of coal. So here you can see the color of these varieties of coal and the amount of the carbon present in these various types of coal. It has been given. You can go through it. So the various types of coal, if we talk about by their names, first is the peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. These different types of coal, they have different amount of the carbon present in them. If we talk about their quality, then peat is considered the inferior quality of it is the inferior type of variety of coal. And if we talk about the best variety of the coal, then that is anthracite, the coal which is found at the greater depth. That is the best variety of coal, and that is anthracite. So this was just an overview about the varieties of coal. Anthracite is considered the best variety of coal because it produces a large amount of heat energy with little smoke. Now coming to the most important topic, some useful products that are obtained from coal. So these useful products, they are obtained from coal in the absence of air. When coal is strongly heated in the absence of air, these products are obtained. These three products, coke, coal tar and coal gas, are obtained. And this process is known as destructive distillation of coal. Why? Because here we are destroying the coal. When the coal is heated, when it is strongly heated in the absence of air, so coal gets destroyed and we get these three different new type of products. So let's discuss about these in detail one by one. First is coke. See, the interesting thing about these type of products is coke, it is a solid residue. After this, when coal is heated strongly in the absence of air, we get these three objects, these three products. First is coke. Coke, it is a black, solid, porous substance. And this coke, it is considered a better fuel as compared to coal because it is a cleaner fuel and it produces large amount of heat energy as compared to coal. So now coming, and it is considered a pure form of carbon because it contains mainly more than 90% of carbon. Now coming to the second one, that is coal tar. Okay, it was solid, but this coal tar, it is liquid. It is thick liquid with unpleasant smell. And this coal tar, it is a mixture of around 200 organic chemicals like toluene, benzene, naphthalene, anthracene, etc. So what I told, coal tar, it is a mixture of around 200 organic chemicals, and these organic chemicals, these are obtained from the coal tar by the process called fractional distillation. And then these products, these organic chemicals which are obtained from the coal tar, that are used for making various products like synthetic dyes, paints, varnishes, plastics, photographic materials, etc. So you can see that coal tar, it is so useful. If we come to the coal gas, it is a gaseous fuel. Okay, so let's revise one more time. This was solid, this is liquid, this is thick liquid, and this is a gaseous fuel which is obtained from coal. It is a gaseous fuel, and it mainly consists of methane, hydrogen, and some carbon monoxide. This, when it is heated, it produces heat energy and light energy. In past, it was used for the street lighting. As I told, this is a gaseous fuel, so it is used in the industries that are set up near the coal processing plants. So that, because it is a type of fuel, so it is used in the industries that are near the coal processing plants. It is a type of fuel. But nowadays, it is mainly used for the heat energy, for obtaining heat energy. So this was all about the coal. In next video, we will talk about petroleum, how petroleum was formed and how the various products they are obtained from petroleum. And lastly, we will discuss about natural gas. So dear students, this is all for today. Thank you.